Morning guys, Sarah here from BALO Marine. We're on Deetoo today.
What are you doing?
What?
This is my job. I'm the host of BALO. I'm the one everyone wants to see. Well, Jock would argue that, but no. This is my job. You're just here to do the video stuff. Alright, let's cut to the music and we'll try again. Okay guys, so as you see, Sarah jumped the gun, but we are on Deetoo today. We've got a full day out here. I'm just going to be doing odd jobs. I've got a list that just keeps getting longer and longer, and I've got to do some of the jobs. So I'm going to be fixing up the windlass up the front, the fuel pump, few bits and pieces that I've been meaning to get to and haven't. And Sarah thinks that my boat is disgusting, and so she wants to clean it. And I'm all for that. So it's not going to be, you're probably not going to learn a lot from today's video, except how many little jobs are involved in owning a boat. So I guess we'll get started, and hopefully we'll get through a lot of the jobs that need to be done today. So, alright guys, let's get to it. Okay guys, so first things first, I'm going to do the anchor windlass. So I've tried this before, there's a fail video on the channel, but this time I'm going to do it right. Well, as right as I can. So let's get stuck into it. Okay guys, so I've just taken the bolts out of this, so now I can lift it up. I tested it with this piece, it works. So now it's time to take this off. I've cut one that's actually the right size, which is here, which will hold it up so it's away from that lip. The chain will feed straight into the chain locker, which is what I want. So I've just got to undo this. Okay guys, so I've put the piece of packing underneath the windlass now, and I've drilled the holes, and now it's just time to screw it down or bolt it down. Well, I'm using these coach bolts. It goes into the beams underneath, so it should be strong enough, and I'll test it out. If I feel like I need to put a backing plate on the bottom as well, then I'll do that. But at this stage, I think this should be strong enough. I very rarely use this windlass. I always call it a winch. So get all 3 of these bolts started and then send them home. Okay, so moment of truth, see if it worked. So ideally this would be set back over the hawser, but the hawser sticks up too far. I may need to get a new one because I can't go back any further. It's already hitting under here and under here, even though it's raised. It's the best I can do at the moment. It does work, just something where I have to be patient and watch the chain actually goes in. Sometimes it gets caught, sometimes it doesn't. So here we are going into the head so that we can get to the wiring to be able to wire up that. That was the light banging. I'm a bit too tall for this room, but we're going to wire up the fuel pump so that I no longer have to worry about flicking a switch. It'll just come on automatically with the ignition. So alright guys, there's no room in here for me and a camera, so I'll show you what I've done in a minute. So this is the wire that will be running to the fuel pump. So I've just connected it up to this positive bus bar, passed it down through here into the engine bay, and then Sarah grabbed it on the other side. And now I'm just going to wire it up to the fuel pump, and that should give me power when I turn the ignition on. It's a bit of a mess in here with wires, so I will have to sort that out one day, but for now it'll do. Alright guys, so I've run the wire up to the pump. Now this is the last connection I should need to do. And I'm using these connectors. They're a heat shrink connector, so we just have to heat them up. It's got a little bit of solder in there, and then it connects it up, heat shrinks it, and supposedly waterproof and all sorts of things. So I'll connect that up now, and then this pump should be done finally. So I like to twist the wires up a bit. Some people say you're not supposed to. I say you are. And we just have to make sure that it's all tight enough to get in there. You want this solder joint to be over the wires. Like so. And then I use my jet lighter to just heat it up, but I'm going to try and make sure I stay away from the fuel lines as I do it, as much as possible. I always get worried that I'm going to burn through these, but that looks good enough to me. Now I probably will wrap that in electrical tape anyway when I get a chance, but now I'll just turn the ignition on, or the key on a bit, so we can see if it works. Make sure I've done everything right. Here we go, key. Perfect. Once again, Bob's your auntie. Alright, I guess I'll look for the next job. So while I've been sitting there trying to tick a few jobs off the list, Sarah got quite bored. And apparently the boat was an absolute mess. I don't think so. I think it was fine the way it was, but apparently it wasn't good enough. So here's Sarah to show you what she's got up to while I was working.
Hi guys, Sarah here. I have been busy cleaning up. I'll just show you around. Now we've got everything organised. The bed's made down there, the kitchen's clean. Organised a few things in the shelf. And as you can see, it's nice and shiny. I've organised the cupboards and the drawers. I really need to show you, but
alright guys, that's it for today's video. I think now I'm going to take Sarah for a run in the redback, teach her how to drive a boat, see how she goes with that. So yeah,
thanks all for watching. Please don't forget, like, subscribe, share and comment.
Do all sorts of things.
Because John really likes it.
Because apparently Sarah can't remember what to say. She's a bit shy in front of the camera, but give her a few more videos and then she'll be making the videos for us over in England by herself. So make sure you do subscribe guys, because it shows us that you really like what we're putting out. If you don't, give us a comment, tell us what you want to see and we'll find a way to make it happen. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. See you in the next video. Have a good one.